Hello everybody, so I was originally envisioning to just talk about this in its own separate review because when the trailer dropped for this movie, I didn't have that many, thoughts on it. I could just explain it in one sentence. But I just want to talk about this so badly because I can't condense my feelings into a single short on this movie, and I just gotta do it in a long form. This is gonna be more of a short one, so yeah, and this is also my first Star Wars video, so please, any love is appreciated for me. So yeah, today we're gonna be talking about The Mandalorian and Grogu today. Let me give you a bit of backstory. Let me paint a picture for you with my relationship with The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian came out when I was just getting into Star Wars. I'd been a Star Wars fan half my entire life, but my family had a very strict no PG-13 rule until you turn at least 10. And with Star Wars, my parents actually let me watch Rise of Skywalker in theaters, and oh boy, what a doozy that was for my first PG-13 rated movie, let me tell you that. Mandalorian came out after Rise of Skywalker at a point where I was getting really into the Star Wars movies, and I was getting really excited for this because Mandalorian, his armor looked cool. He looked cool. The action figure I had when I went to Disneyland looked cool. I wanted to watch The Mandalorian. So, me and my family during the lockdowns after I was at Zoom school, we sat down and watched The Mandalorian every night while we ate dinner. And my lord, that thing formed my entire childhood. I loved The Mandalorian. Everything up to season 3 of The Mandalorian was peak fiction at its finest. I loved it. It was amazing. Season 3, in my opinion, was not the greatest because it took so long to make and I really thought they were cooking with this one. But when they dropped it, I was disappointed to say the least. But I was reignited with the hope that they were going to be making a movie out of The Mandalorian. And it was going to come out in about 3 years. Oh my god. So, 3 years later, I don't know what to say. I legit don't know what to say because the trailers haven't really been showing that much in terms of story. They're just showing us, oh, it's Mandalorian. Oh, he's taking his mask off for the 33rd time. Oh, look, it's Grogu in his little funny moments. And is that Martin Scorsese voicing a character? What world are we living in? I thought he hated Star Wars. The Cad Bane looking dude's here, who I recently learned is not Cad Bane. That would have been a really cool show off, Disney. That would have been so cool to see Cad Bane and Mando duking it out. But, by fanfiction aside, it looks pretty okay. I mean, they could be showing off more story in the trailers, but the thing is with the trailer, it feels like a movie in the sense that we're gonna go on an adventure, yes, but we don't know what that adventure is at the moment. They're just showing off so much stuff. And I remember when the first trailer dropped, it was right after the Jimmy Kimmel controversy. Everyone was so mad at Disney thinking they were releasing this trailer to distract people from Jimmy Kimmel. Them not knowing that the people who want this movie and the people who watch Jimmy Kimmel are two very different audiences. So, I think it was just a funny coincidence. But at the same time, I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. On to the trailer itself, I mean, it looks pretty fine. You got your usual Grogu funny moments. It's one of the first Star Wars movies since 2019, and I've seen the ticket pre-sales, and people are saying it's going to make less money than Solo. I didn't even think that was possible, let alone for The Mandalorian. I hope that's not true, but I heard this is being made on the cheaper side, so it's gonna have to make 300 to million to make even, which is still a pretty big amount, no less, but I think it could make its money back if it really tried, and it is trying. I'm seeing ads for this thing every day. Disney really wants you to go see this so they can make their sweet money back, because we do not want another Solo situation. And yeah, the biggest problem with this is that they're TV characters, and some people don't really know who they are. I know The Mandalorian has had a massive fan base, and I'm part of that fan base, but some people who haven't watched all the Disney Plus shows might not know who The Mandalorian is, and if someone goes up to me oh, you gotta watch 3 seasons of this show and 1 season of Book of Boba Fett, because let's be real, that show is basically half Mandalorian. You're okay, I don't want to do the homework, I don't want to see this, I'm just gonna be confused. So, yeah, everything looks great. I love how they're doing some stuff practical, like Grogu. He's basically a puppet at this point, which I really like, and I'm actually on this movie's side. It may not seem like it, I may seem a little bit mixed, but this movie does have a lot of potential to be something really good, but something at the same time really mid. So, tell me your thoughts on the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer down in the comments. It's hard to say because this movie is just it's a weird case. Yeah, tell me your thoughts on Mandalorian and Grogu down in the comments, and as always, subscribe!